All right, Shalom, it's your brother Yonathan. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to say Shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Now, I ran that video at the beginning of that clip at the beginning of the video. And I don't know if you guys can read the caption. The letters might have been a little small. But the background behind the video was this. Mother took her 12-year-old son's phone from him, and he threw a tantrum. That was his reaction. This little niglet broke a piece of the countertop off, completely wrecked the house. She's gonna have to pay for that. She probably cannot afford to pay for it. They're probably gonna remove her from that property. She probably won't have anywhere to go. They'll probably have to live with a family member. In this land, he's still a minor, but according to our forefathers, if we were sovereign and in our own land, that boy being 12, he would be judged accordingly, man. He would be judged like a man. And so we're going to read the law on how that would be dealt with. Okay, this is Deuteronomy 21. In 18, it says, if a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him, and you're supposed to chasten your sons and your daughters, you're supposed to chasten them, man, so they can understand right from wrong, understand there's lines that you do not cross, that there are boundaries, and you start that from a young age. When they start to walk and you tell them, hey, don't do that. You give them a little flick on the hand or a flick on the butt. Hey, nope, we don't do that. They understand there's boundaries and things that you just don't do. So by the time they're older, they're able to understand order and instruction. But here in this society, it's frowned upon to chasten your children. All the things that the Lord says to do and says is a good thing are, viewed as evil here on this side. One of them that call evil good and good evil. This place is against Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And you see that in so many ways in every facet of life. You can see, the vibrations that are being pushed upon people and the minds of the people are against, righteousness. That little boy, and we all have our phones in our hands all day, right? But this little boy, this generation especially, they are addicted to the fast-paced media that Esau forces down their throats. They're addicted to, they eat up everything that this devil says, especially in this time, man. Most people have to work a big portion of the day. So who's raising the children? Well, Esau's raising the children in the food system, which is completely out of order. They're always trying to sneak in some alphabetism in one way, shape, form, or the other upon your children. And that's why it's, if you can, try to have conversations with your children, man, about what's right and what's wrong. At the end of the day, the Lord has who he has, but dude, our children are under attack. Way more so than we were. And now that we're older, man, we think back and we like, oh man, that was off. But our children are under heavy attack, man. Spells are constantly being casted on your kids. So this kid, his mom, trying to reprimand him, take his phone, lay some boundaries, show him that there's lines that shouldn't be crossed. His response was to do this. He has no fear for his parents and no fear for the Lord. And he's so addicted to the phone and the media that's being fed to him that was his response. That's what this kingdom will do to you, man. It makes you an addict. You get addicted to all the, these things that, Esau puts in front of your face, especially these phones and these tablets. There's going to come a time, man, especially as we become what's wrong with society, because Esau is going to make it out to be that those who fear the Lord are what's wrong with society. It's going to come a time we're going to have to ditch these phones anyway. So it's good to have a day, portions of the day where you just set your phone aside and you're not on it. You know what I mean? It's always on us. Verse 18 again from the top. It says, if a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them, then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him out unto the elders of his city and unto the gate of his place. So the elders will be in place, and they're the ones that would carry out the judgments, man. So people look at the prophets like, we're just, it's supposed to be like, these just loving it. No, we were the people that carried out the Lord's judgment. You get me? So these prophets were rough men, dude. And that's why when Samuel came into town, when the prophets were coming to town, people they had a fear on them, man. They were like, oh my, is he coming with good news or bad news? What's going to happen? But right now, Israel as a whole is a rebellious child, and they don't even have that fear. And no judgment is being carried out for their actions, but it's about to be carried out by our Sky Daddy. As they make jokes. Do you believe in the Sky Daddy? Yes, we do. The judgments are about to be carried out by him, and 2/3 of our people are going to perish. Zechariah 13:8. 2/3 of our people are going to die here on this side, man, because they're in the same spirit that this child was in. All right, verse 20. And they shall say unto the elders of his city, this is our son. This our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard, always consuming. Our people here in this society, you're always consuming, and you're drunk on the wine, the wine that this devil gives you. And what do I mean by wine? I mean it the same way wine is used in Habakkuk 2. All right, ye transgressive by wine, meaning the philosophies, the way of thinking, the perspective that this devil has given you. Our people are drunk on it. They eat it right up. So our people are drunken, but not with strong drink. All right, we can go get that in Isaiah 29. Let me actually just go get it. Let's go get it. And we'll come back to Deuteronomy. Yep, this is Isaiah 29:9. It says, stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep. And again, you ought to understand, like it says in John 15:16, that the Lord has to choose you to get this. And there's a portion of people that the Lord has chosen to not get it, that he's put them in that spirit of deep sleep. And he's closed their eyes, right? Because you got to remember that a lot of those same spirits that are going to get judged here on this side, 2/3 of our people, they're some of the same spirits that said, crucify him to the Lord's son. They're some of the same spirits that were hunting down the prophets and killing them. They're some of the same spirits in Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, so those people are going to reap a grievous judgment. All right, now in the kingdom, all of Israel is going to be saved. They're going to be brought back with the laws written within their inward parts. And they'll be good then. But this second death still has to take place. And only a remnant is going to obtain it. All right. Verse 10 again, Isaiah 29:10. For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers hath he covered. All right. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed. All right, it's like, oh, it's just the Bible. That white man wrote that book, or this, that, and the third. But the book isn't sealed unto us anymore. We understand the prophecies. We understand who we are. All these different things. And we know it's that time because we went into the last lesson, Daniel 12:4. The book was sealed for a portion of time. And that's why we were disconnected from our heritage and all of that. Like it was foretold to Jeremiah in Jeremiah 17:4. That we would discontinue from our heritage. All right? And the Lord told Daniel that in Daniel 12:4, he said, seal the book until the time of the end. All right? Seal the book until the time of the end. So the understanding of the book, the Bible, was sealed until the time of the end. Right now, it's not sealed. We've come back into our heritage, or after being disconnected. And this was the first captivity where we were completely disconnected from who we were. It's beaten out of us. But by divine intervention, it was returned unto us. And now we're able to go into the prophecies. We're able to go into our heritage and who we are and all these things and fully bring it all together. So that's testament to the fact of Daniel 12:4 that this is the time of the end. All right, now we've been in the last days since the crucifixion of Yahweh Shai, but this right now, what's going on? All the major prophecies are the foundations for them are being laid. World War III, the MOTB, all these different things are manifesting right in front of our eyes. And we're going to them every day. Okay, so now let's go back to Deuteronomy 21 and finish that off really quick. Deuteronomy 21:19. It says, then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him out unto the elders of his city and unto the gate of this place. And they shall say unto the elders of the city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. And all the men of the city shall stone him with stones, that he die. So thou shalt put evil away from among you, and all of Israel shall hear and fear. It was important for this to be a public event, so that amongst our people, this was something like, oh my gosh, this is the repercussions for this behavior being exhibited. In our society, everything is being justified. Every behavior is being justified. There's a loophole for everything. There's no accountability in this society. Everything is somebody else's fault. And that produces degenerate people when there's no accountability. All right? You got women that they whatever behavior flaw they have. Well, I'm a Pisces. So, it justifies, their bad behavior. And then it becomes okay. I got another video lined up as well. The PEDO people. Fox News is trying to garner sympathy for the behavior and call it a sickness. And we should have patience with these people. You see, so this is the society we're in, and this is why it has to be cast down. Right? This is why we have to be delivered out of this place, and it needs to be, the Lord needs to come back like yesterday. But with that being said, man, Lord willing, this was fuel for the burning desire that you should have to be out of this place, man. We're vexed from day to day with the filthy conversation of the wicked, seeing and hearing and doing all their folly and their evil. We should be itching and burning. Our soul should be aching to get out of here, and that's what the elect are going to be doing. Like you read Ezekiel, the 9th chapter, it tells you the elect are going to be Ezekiel 9:4 specific. It tells you the elect are going to be sighing and crying for the abominations being done in the midst thereof. All right, so with that being said, I want to give all praises once more to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to say shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom.